Many historians would say that the golden age of the circus was from 1872 to 1905. In the early 1900s, large circuses, such as Barnum and Bailey's Greatest Show on Earth, could attract as many as 10,000 people in one audience. These massive audiences were mostly due to the railroad being built. During the 1870s, circus engineers were devising ways of loading and unloading tents, hundreds of animals, large and small, and various other large types of massive equipment from trains in efficient ways. The less time it took to unload, the more stops the circus could complete on a tour. When circuses performed more shows, they made more money and were able to hire more acts. By 1885, circuses were able to accommodate so many acts, people did not consider the circus worthwhile unless there were 3 rings under the tent. The more rings they had, the better the show would be. Popular acts commonly included so-called circus freaks, who were just people with usually horrific maladies like abnormal growths or deformalities. Other popular freaks, such as tattooed ladies, fat men, and even bearded ladies, are not so shocking to see today. In 1874, Arthur Pember, a journalist, went undercover and was hired by Howe's Great Circus. Among other things, the article he wrote tells of the mammoth fat boy in the circus. He said,
"The mammoth fat boy is 4 feet 7 inches high and weighs 278 pounds. I felt the boy's arms and chest, and it was just like handling it. So much dough. If you prod him with your finger, the flesh goes in like an India rubber ball. And when he sits down, he seems to flatten and spread out over the chair. This infant enormity was born the 25th of December, 1863. He is very great on roasted chicken, and a roasted chicken was provided for him. A 6-week-old kitten could not have made a meal off of what he left of that chicken."
Eventually, society changed and learned about the science of genetic mutations and diseases, and the freak show became a less popular form of entertainment, as people became more sympathetic towards the freaks and less scared or afraid. Working for the circus wasn't always easy or fun, though. Performers had to stay in very close quarters, often with animals, and usually couldn't bathe for weeks because they were always moving. Fire was a constant risk because the big tents were extremely flammable, being coated with a waterproof solution that was not flame-proof. Oftentimes, performers were not paid until the end of the tour, like indentured servants.